Hello everyone, today we are going to be drawing this super cool but slightly weird owl character. Now all I used for this were pencils. I used an HB, a 2B and a 6B. So grab yourself a piece of paper and start by drawing a slightly slanting curved branch for your owl to sit on near the bottom of your paper. A nice big U shape for your owl's body and a kind of a sideways oval on top of that for the head. You can see it's bigger on one side for his very big, spooky looking eye that's looking right at you. Now draw a kind of a V shaped with curvy edges going on the top of his head there, and right in the middle of the V, a little beak. Now we're doing one really large circle for his eye, which is the larger of the two, and then kind of just wrap around that eye with a line for his feathers. Along the top of your V, just join up those two sides of the V with a curved line, and underneath your V we're going to add the other eye. Now I have realized that my eye here, I did it a little bit low down, so I'm just moving it up a bit. I'm only using my pencil very lightly so I can just erase any mistakes. It's not a good idea to use your much darker pencils like 2B and 6B until you're really confident that you have all the lines where you want them to be. So now I'm just adding a little bit of dark to certain areas. So the middle of his eye I'm making really dark, and a little kind of triangular shape around the edge of his larger eye. Now I've switched it up to one of my darker pencils. I think this was a 6B that I'm using here. To start adding those details now that I've got the basic outline in place. So I'm making my branch much darker, and I'm just going to round off that edge where the oval of his head meets the U shape of his body. I've done his little claws hanging onto the branch with a darker tip at the end of each of those. Just added his tail as well, dangling down from behind the branch, and just outlining the nose and the larger eye with a sort of a dark band around the edge there, making it sort of double thickness so it's really got the emphasis that we want for that eye. So I'm just adding some shading underneath his eye, sort of giving a creased shape there, and then a tufty shape where he would have some feathers. Underneath his ear would be really dark where the light is not hitting that area, and just doing a little bit of cross-hatching, which is just shading in one direction and then shading back over it in another direction, and leaving that kind of tufty pattern at the end of his ear. It just looks really cute and feathery. So now this is a 2B pencil that I've switched to here, which is not quite as dark as the 6B, but it has more darkness to it than the HB that I was using to begin with. So it's a good kind of middle ground pencil. I'm only using these 3 pencils for this. Over here you can see I have a wide selection of pencils, but I'll be honest with you, I don't tend to use the full spectrum of these pencils all that much. But it is useful to have one that's much darker, like a 6B or an 8B, and one that's just slightly darker, like a 2B. It just helps to give a real dimension to your sketching. So just adding a really dark circle to the middle of both of those pupils, and some more tuftiness underneath the other ear, remembering to leave those little flicky lines coming out so it really looks nice and feathery. Just roughing up the area around his face there, just the edge of his cheek, just with a little bit of a ziggy-zaggy line so it doesn't look like a really smooth shape, but it does look feathery. I'm going to add only a little bit of feathering to his body because I don't really want the body to be all that dark. I think just a little bit will do, and a little bit of texture on the branch so it doesn't look completely smooth. It's a good idea once you're using these much darker pencils to put a little bit of paper underneath your hand, as I have here, because your hand will smudge all of the oh dear, there's my kids in the background doing their drawings as we speak. So it's a good idea to put a piece of paper underneath your hands so that when you're drawing you don't end up smudging all of the dark pencil that you've used. Now I'm just going to add a little bit more shading in between the big V where his sort of eyebrows are, and a little bit at the top of the big eye so it looks like his overarching eyebrow kind of feathers are casting a shadow down upon his eye. Some darker shading around the edge of that tufty feathering coming out from his big eye, a bit more cross-hatching underneath there, and some on the side. Now this owl, we don't see his wings, they're kind of tucked behind him, so it's a really nice, easy shape to master. You might want to just play around with it a bit first, but just remember that basic U shape and then the oval on the top with the giant V. You could do your owl's eyes both the same if you like, but I really like this kind of quirky design. He almost looks like he has a monocle so that he can get a better look at you. So I'm just going to add a much darker circle around the edge of his pupil in his eye and some gradual shading coming out. Now, even with one pencil, you can achieve a whole range of depth. You can press much, much harder for a darker color and really, really light to just get a super light bit of shading there. So I'm achieving all of those different tones just with this one pencil that I have in my hand. I think this was the 6B as well. So remember, press really hard when you want it super dark and really light as you are slowly tapering away. I'm not going to color in the whole branch, just a little bit of texture is enough. And I think we're pretty much done. I did actually spray this afterwards with some fixative so that it wouldn't smudge. And if you don't have fixative, you could just give it a quick spray with some firm hold hairspray, just so that your pencil design stays nice and crisp. Share with you the amazing artworks I have been receiving this week from kiddos who have been following on with my tutorials. So here is Miles with his robot. Thomas did this very cool unicorn. Sam has drawn the ammonite, and Alice did the rainbow unicorn. Isabella is trying out the food coloring with shaving foam tutorial. And this is Ekrem's lovely abstract flowers. Flynn has drawn Sonic. Here is another Sonic from Simone. Alice and Sam have both done Sonic. These are super cool. This is an amazing Spinosaurus. I just love those colors, Jack. And Lyntia has drawn the test tubes. These are all brilliant, guys. You keep that work coming. Why not try out one of my other tutorials, like this quick draw Jackson Pollock inspired traveling paint? You can also head over to carlyart.org for a whole online art school.